It's Warped Rationale with Ben and Eric. I'm Ben.
What up, everybody? It's Eric.
All right, so we had briefly touched on this in the last episode where we touched on a lot of things.
We touched things.
Yeah. But Eric liked the idea and had some questions about it, so we're going to just... Everybody knows it, so we're just jumping right in. Okay, so in a graveyard, a cemetery, a place of rest, of dignity, Eric, I think that it would be more interesting to know what happened to people. You know, like you can go and check a newspaper's obituary, but, you know, I'm a man of the 2000s or whatever these are, the 20-teens, so I don't have time for that kind of nonsense. I want to see the story on a tombstone. I want to know who deserved such a huge angel monument, that kind of thing.
So you want to see it how? Because my idea was, like, they actually have, like, reenactments of how the person died.
No,
and they have it in hologram formed where you walk up and you like press a button and it goes whoop.
Now I like that, but that's like the elite rich person version. I'm imagining there's one of those TV VCR combos that plays it for poor people.
Okay.
But you're saying that they hire actors to play out a 5 or 10 minute movie of that person's
that
last...
becomes a job. Somebody's job is to like reenact how people died.
It's fucked up how excited I am about this. That would be so cool. That'd be super
really
interesting.
Cool.
I mean, I would be amazed if we take that idea. Like, funerals are weird now. I had to do a story about a guy. Well, not a guy, but a funeral home, and there was a guy who ran it that I talked to. He's running me through all the things that people want. They don't want funerals anymore. They want memorial experiences. Oh. They want videos of themselves and pictures and songs, and they want to have basically the chewiest sounding bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
that sounds awful.
I want my funeral to be all black suits and people going, well, you know.
Well, you know.
Could have been worse. You know, I don't want anybody to have to listen to Kenny Chesney and look at photos of me, you know, doing whatever the fuck it is I do. But I bet people would pay money for that. I bet you could start up a funeral home acting troupe and run with that idea. We'd be fucking rich. We can't publish this shit. We're going to be millionaires.
But yeah, I was thinking like you could go up to like even the DVD VCR combo thing, and it'd be like you'd put it in,
yeah,
and it would be like, my name's Elizabeth, you know, but it'd be like a girl, I'm Elizabeth. Oh yeah, you know, and it'd be like, I was just going to sleep one day when I woke up and I was dead, like, you know.
Like it's from the viewpoint of the person's ghost.
Yeah.
After the fact.
It can be.
It looked like this. And it's just laying there.
She's just laying. Because, I mean, some people just die, man. What are you going to say?
Oh, it'd be so funny. Like, she's laying there with her head in one direction, and all of a sudden she turns her head. You got to somehow communicate, she died.
Yeah, she died.
How peaceful. That's really interesting.
They could say how old they were and, like, what their goals were.
I wanted to be a teacher, but that's never going to happen.
But that never happened.
Ha ha ha. Joke's on me.
And it's like the richer you were, the better quality you'd get of one. So you could get like real like actors and stuff to do yours if you were like a richer person. But it's like for people like me, it'd be like, America was fat and dumb.
You got to make your own ahead of time. So you're just kind of limping around. This is what I do from day to day. Yeah. Oh, such an adventure. But if you're a rich guy, it's like, as portrayed by Matthew McConaughey.
Exactly.
That'd be so fucking great. That'd be so great. Do you think that, because I think probably more people die of the same things that other people die from than, you know, is apparent when you don't monitor death. So, do you think that people would try to die in more stylish and interesting ways?
I was just about to say yes, because they would want to be remembered.
Right.
Think about all the crazy deaths that happen, though.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine having your grave be the grave where kids gather and throw out picnic blankets and watch you get killed like every Friday because it's the best death?
Because it's just so cool.
You won't believe what this fucking dude did, man. It involves a truck, a cage full of birds, a banana peel, and Molly Shannon. And I didn't even know she was still around. But she's funny.
She's great.
Oh, she does a good part in this.
It's a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's
a
it's a hell of a thing. Like the best stories, they put a little more oomph into. Everybody's got a cancer death, but
right.
But when somebody has a potpourri of misfortune that sends them to the grave.
What if you're so poor there's a stock version of one you can do?
Oh,
so they film multiple stock ones.
Yeah,
like cancer. All right, we have 3 of these cancer videos to pick from.
Cancer trouble.
Whatever works, It's like,
which one do you want? We got.
Was it woman or was it woman or was it a dude?
We're asking sex. We don't want to get into that talk. Just right. Can you give me? Well, what color do you want?
Right.
We don't. I guess it doesn't matter however they banged people's fine with me. It's fine with them. But
exactly.
what do you want it to look like?
Yeah. Exactly. How do you want it to be portrayed?
How do you want your freak to look? Oh shit!
Oh,
this guy's
God.
fucked up. Funeral man's in trouble now. It's like a 30-minute movie getting chased by a mob of people who disagree with his personal politics. That's fucking grave of the week. Grave of the week.
Grave of the week.
Rave reviews of these graves.
We just started a Let's Watch of on YouTube of all right, we're going to the cemetery. What? Grave of the week.
It would turn into that. It would turn into a thing like, have you seen Jennifer Eccles? She got fucking blended up by an airplane engine. That's sick.
That's gross.
You will never believe how they reenacted it. It's insane. You could check the grave of the actor that was in the short that they did for her. It's fucked up. It's like one of them feedback mirrors, where you got a mirror in front and a mirror in the back. Sickest shit I ever seen, dude. Fucking 10 stars, man. 5 ain't enough.
Yeah.
5 ain't enough. Oh my god,
it's like looking so awful.
It's like looking through a kaleidoscope at a fun house. This
so
nightmare world.
Awful.
It would be the saddest, weirdest thing. I think that society could eventually come to a point where they want this. I don't think that this is really that far off of a concept, to the point where I wonder if anybody's done it. Because we could be the first.
Yeah, I know, right?
But would you want one? And if say that this was going to happen, say you were going to die, not of you're not going to die by surprise. It's coming.
Okay.
Do you try to be as artful about it as you can to get a good video out of it and make people interested?
Oh, absolutely.
So even on your deathbed, you're thinking, I'm going to die.
I'm dead.
But I could really, really knock the socks off some folks.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge.
Because if I was popular, at the cemetery, it'd be awesome.
Would you want to write your own dramatization?
I would hit bullet points. I wouldn't write it. I would just be like, all right, here's how this is going to happen.
So you're going to have a loosely ad-libbed script around the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'd probably do too.
Yeah, you can
just
do,
Unless you really document everything leading up to your death, which you probably can't time, then it's going to be in old history books where there's no recordings of people, they use the correspondence that they sent to one another as a way to tell what they would be like.
Right.
So it'd be kind of like that for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Just be like, we don't know much about the man, but we do know that you should never put your dick in what he put it in. We've talked about sex a lot. I just assume it's going to be something like that.
I don't want to die that way.
You don't want to die?
No, thank you.
From a surprise...
I'd rather go out with getting shot or something.
Oh yeah. Do you think? I bet that people would figure out which reenactments were murders, and they would flock around that.
Yeah. Do you think that graveyards would have to start charging for people to get in?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Because they would be so crowded. Think about it. If people could watch other people die, even in a fake scenario that's reenacted but was real.
Yeah.
People are all over that.
That's
are you
gross.
kidding me?
But I think I got one grosser. I think it would be like that. I think you'd get a rate cut on your funeral and your headstone and everything. The more fucked up your death is, the more likely it's going to bring asses to lawn.
Right.
The more likely that you're going to get, the more money you get off of your coffin. And so you can finally get that custom kiss coffin that you've always wanted to be dead in.
Ready to open this business tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a pretty good idea, I gotta say. The only thing is, I want it to be, if this is my fantasy version of this, how bizarre that I would have a fantasy where this is a thing. But if it was my version of this, it would have to be handled in the most straight up, factualist possible way. Like, you couldn't be like, he was a loving father of 6. He died with 2 toddlers a toddler under each arm, running for the border, ma'am.
Right.
You can't lie to me. You can't tell me about what was good. All we know, double kid thief.
Right.
We had to get taken out.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Exactly.
And I don't want to editorialize for you, madam.
Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah, there would have to be like police reports and like, autopsies would have to show everything matched up.
And there would be scummy funeral homes that would do it for you. So whenever you were to go to like a grave and you'd see somebody who has like a really schmaltzy, nice kind of story, you'd be like, man, I don't know. This could have been a good person, but probably this is just some janky bullshit.
Yeah.
Interstitial. And we are back.
And we have returned.
Okay, so let's just jump straight into it because fucking let's do that.
Let's go.
Okay, so what if you become, through no fault of your own, but you don't know why, an emotional vampire who survives off of the emotions of others, so you actually suck the feelings out of other people. And the thing that nourishes and sustains you, the thing that really works for you, everything else is dog food. But this is steak. This is real. You can live off of the disappointment of children like it's the best kind of food. That will keep you going. You have to make children feel not scared, not hurt, not paranoid, not fearful at all.
Right.
Nothing more negative than the feeling they get when they first learn in a way that isn't loving that Santa's not real. The first time that they find out that puppies can die. You have to generate those feelings. So I want to know from you, how would you make those kids have those feelings?
It's a long con, okay?
Okay.
What I do is
Yeah.
I apply for jobs as a school bus driver.
Okay.
All right. I eventually get hired.
Yeah.
Is sunlight okay for me?
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not like a vampire, but you're in the ballpark.
I was just curious.
Okay.
All right, cool. Good. All right, so I get this school bus job.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get it at a wealthy school, so it's going to take a while, but
Oh,
I'm going
for
to try
sure.
real hard.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get the job of driving them all to a field trip.
Yeah.
Somewhere they're really excited to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got a good career already. I've already taken people to really cool places.
Get ready to go to Six Flags and ice cream and free fireworks and puppies.
Exactly. That's where we're going. And then we go somewhere terribly, like, just wrong.
Welcome to the Lincoln Museum.
Yeah, exactly. And I have a buffet.
Oh yeah. Just from that moment,
Just a buffet.
pulling up. Now
moment.
that's a good idea because you're hitting them in bulk.
Exactly.
That's a really good idea. They don't even have to be super disappointed. There can be one kid who's like, "I love Lincoln,"
exactly.
and you are still set.
Whatever. I'm good. So that was my biggest plan when it first hit me. And as you were talking, I was like, yes, this is the plan. Either that or the other con is I get married, I have kids, and I pretend like I'm taking them to Disney World every so often.
Yeah.
And then I don't.
Eventually they get used to that. But I guess if you were to have your own kids, you could make their lives so consistently disappointing that you were basically on an IV drip.
That's so terrible.
So you wouldn't really have to. I guess that's like your long game. That's when you really want to settle
down. That's the long
down.
term.
You've run out of new things. The novelty of making kids sad isn't really that much anymore. I would get 50 whittling kits.
Okay.
like a little knife. You couldn't use it to hurt anybody, really. I mean, you can use anything to hurt somebody. Block of wood, wrap them up. Not even a store-bought whittling kit. I'm saying whittling kits that I make.
That you make.
That I make. Okay. And I wrap them up like nice presents, and I'd take them to an orphanage. And I'd give them those for Christmas.
Oh, man.
Just sad enough. But I would see the depravity would continue because I would wrap them all in like Nintendo wrapping paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like, shit, these are all 3DSs.
These are all good.
We're gonna have our dreams come true.
Oh, and then, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one too.
Could set fire to an ice cream shop. You could. God, you could bring a clown out. Look at that by itself. I was never happy about clowns. Have you ever had a clown make you happy?
No,
not even once.
No, clowns have always made me uncomfortable.
And
I can see pictures of clowns, and I'm not scared of them. Yeah. But like as soon as I'm around one, I'm instantly like, man.
They don't make me feel uncomfortable.
Weird. It's weird.
It's just boring. It'd be like, kids, get ready for a real treat. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
It's Little Women, Chapter 1.
Oh.
Right? Like that's bringing a clown in
That'd
for me.
That'd be me in the crowd going, boo. Oh. Don't do it. That's wrong.
Yeah, man, no, it'd be terrible. What else could you do?
Oh my God, this is a lot of fun.
How could you make kids sad, boys? Not sad, disappointed. They're gonna be okay.
Day, I'm gonna roll in that TV.
Yeah,
that TV. Everybody thinks they're watching something good. It's a documentary about fish. I got you.
I'd take a fish documentary. I don't know about that.
Would you?
Yeah.
You're one of the only ones.
You take them a documentary not about the animal fish, but the band fish.
Oh,
Instant fucking boredom. Yeah. That's so sad.
It's over.
That's so boring.
Give it up.
They smoked the pots and then they played a song for 45 minutes.
Do I have fangs? Do I have to... How do I ingest this?
I think it's just absorbed. I think it's just osmosis. Yeah.
And it has to be children.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a definite cutoff. Like when they turn like 12... it starts to be hit or miss. By the time they're 13, definitely
it's over.
No.
Yeah.
It's got to be little kids. It can't be teenagers. Like
get a job as a mall Santa and just tell them Santa Claus ain't real. You're not getting anything.
Just every single kid pull the beard down so they can see. Yeah.
Santa ain't real. You're not getting anything for Christmas. Oh God. Oh my God. Do you think anybody would catch on?
I would go and beat kids' dads in fist fights.
What?
There's nothing more disappointing than that. You find out your dad's not a real superhero. Daddy, he's not that strong, and he won against you.
And he beat you.
Some kind of damn psychic vampire, boy. I couldn't help it. I've lost faith in you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now you're home wrecking, pretty much.
Well... they'll be okay. That kid's never going to respect his dad again, but I mean,
You've made his life a living hell.
You can get through life without respecting your parents.
How often do I have to do this to, like, feel good?
It depends on how disappointing the things you are.
How much you want to feel good.
I would say that, if you were to show a kid a piece of candy and say, do you want a piece of candy? And they say yes. And then you say, I bet you do, and take it away. That would be like eating a cupcake.
Okay.
So it's like not super sustaining. What you were doing, taking all those kids together, you probably wouldn't need to eat again for another couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
Like that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But the amount of planning that had to go into that, because you would have to go and get the job.
Yeah.
Get through all kinds of. You could only ever do it once.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you would have kidnapped those kids.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Or I'd go to jail.
But yeah, it would be a hell of a ride the first time. No, you're not allowed.
Don't do that.
You still got to follow the rules.
Right.
So yeah, you get fired. You could probably take them where they were supposed to go. They can get happy again after the fact.
Oh, dress up.
You just need them sad.
Dress up as like a mascot.
Uh-huh.
Like a I guess Mickey Mouse or something.
Yeah.
And then come running out there when kids see you and take the head off and be like, no, like slamming on the ground.
You know what would make it even worse? Because that's kind of surprising and disturbing. What would be really bad is if you fell over and the head just came off. And then you look all perplexed and you grab it and put it on. And then you go up and try to hug a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like it's so like, awkwardly weird.
No. Oh man, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh,
that's my day job.
That's such a rip.
And you could keep that job because you could just keep pretending like you fell over.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss, I fell over.
You should get an X-Acto knife and open up video games and replace the discs with packing peanuts. And then reseal.
Yeah.
No, because you'd have to be there.
You'd have
when
to
they
be there
open
to
it.
experience it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just fun.
Yeah. Well, that's just a good time.
That's just good.
You're just a bad vampire.
You could take black licorice and you could make black licorice but use red food coloring.
Yeah.
So that every time they take a bite of it, then they find out what it really is. Now, it would just be weird, but you have to be there to announce it's red black licorice,
right.
And then they'll know, and then they'll go.
Because you've built up the yeah.
You gotta you can't be confusing. They have to know that it sucks.
Right. Right. This world that we live in, this world is a lot of fun.
No, this is the best world we have.
This is the best.
This is where we can be happy.
We can continuously enjoy ourselves here.
All right, here we go. Here we go now. Gonna take it down. It's the end of the show. What's going on, folks? Yes, the end of the mother show. End of the show. Yes, we Jesus alone. I wanna take a ride in your Camaro. Yeah. End of the show. End of the show. Yeah.
Got it, we're printing.
Print money.
Printing some damn money.
Print it.
That's gold.